Hello everyone and welcome back to Lakeside. Well, it's been a busy week and a bit for me. I've been busily trying to complete the revision of the Hornby suspension bridge, which is now complete, but it still needs weathering and a little bit of tarting up here and there, but the basic structure is now complete. I have got to put down a central reservation between the two tracks. That's still to be done, but the main structure is complete, and as you can see it's standing up and it's not sagging in the middle, which I was dreading because I thought that might happen with the absence of the other suspension wires. I thought it'd weaken it, but I've strengthened it right the way through underneath to give it a structural rigidity there. So that part is now finished and I'm very happy with it, because it's with that plus the replacement of the bow bridge, it now enables me to have a much clearer shot through where it's not being hindered by the structure of the bow bridge and all the suspension wires. So it's done its job as regards that. It might not be prototypical as regards suspension bridges on model railways, but who cares? I don't. It's doing its job. It looks reasonably attractive, I think, and by the time it's weathered and the lake is put in, then I think that will do for me. That's going to be fine. So that's the main thing what I've been doing in the latter part of last week. About Saturday I was getting ready for, or starting to get ready for, some visitors which came, and those of you who belong to the Model Rail Network on Facebook group would have seen that I had some very special visitors on Tuesday, and they were Richard Watson and Mike Wild from the Hornby magazine. And to say that I'm over the moon is an understatement. At long last, Lakeside is going to get published. They contacted me, I didn't contact them. I have no intention of contacting anybody to publicise this particular layout. They contacted me, so when they did, I thought about it and went, yep, I'll go for that. I don't particularly like self-promoting myself, as you know. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And if this is the one and only time it gets into publication, that's absolutely fine by me. But it's nice to know that it's been recognised and that there are so many people out there who are enjoying Lakeside and probably the progression of it, actually. I know that's where I find interest when I look on YouTube, when I see layouts which are half built and still in progression. They are the layouts which I'm attracted to, because I like seeing the progression of it. Anyway, they came on Tuesday and they were here from 10:30ish to about 5:30, something like that. So it was a long day, but thoroughly enjoyable. I really enjoyed it, and it was good to note when people come, they look at layouts differently to what I look at, and they were photographing areas which I thought, oh, actually I haven't done that, or done that particular shot. So it's going to be interesting to see what shots they do actually come up with. I haven't seen the photographs, so I don't know. But it was a interesting day, very interesting, and obviously I'm looking forward to seeing the actual article in the Hornby magazine, and that will be coming out, I believe it's the 10th of December, Thursday 10th of December, which is the January issue of the magazine. Yeah, I've got to write a few words, but that should be it after that, and it will be left up to them to put it all together as an article and put it in the magazine. So yeah, chuffed to bits on that. I'm really pleased, really pleased. That's what I was doing from about Sunday up to Monday evening, rushing around trying to clear up everything and get all the crap off the floor which I had. So it was reasonably tidy for them, and it did me good actually, because I was actually putting stuff away which had been out for weeks, as you do. When you're building something, you tend to leave tools around lying everywhere. So I had a good tidy up, and it was worthwhile, very worthwhile. So that's about it from me. I will now carry on and do some running shots in that area only. I'm not going to do the rest of the layout. It's just purely going to be this, which is going to be a kind of an experiment, if you like, from my point of view, just to give me some more different angles and shots which I can use in the future. So you're my test bed really, for getting these shots. Okay, so I will leave it there, and I'll start running these and see what shots we get up to. It won't be horrendously long. I say it's just going to be primarily around this area, and I'll be using my iPhone camera, that camera, and which is my video camera, and my Polaroid cube. So should get some decent shots from all those three different cameras. Okay, so that's it for now. Let's crack on and see what we can come up with. Okay, so bye for now, and take care, and I hope you enjoy. Bye for now. Bye. Hello and welcome back. Okay, so the shot in front of you is obviously the manor house, which is in front now of the bridges, which I think I showed you on the last video. So if we just pan up a little bit, you can now see both the new bridges in position and fully functioning. But the bridge at the back, this one, the new suspension bridge, I've still got to weather that, but the actual placement of it is perfect, and it actually works. It doesn't collapse, which is the main thing I was worried about. The whole idea of this was to open that area up completely so that I could visually see through that. Before I had that, as you know, I had the bow bridge just here, and I had 4 sets of suspension wires for the 2 bridges, and that was kind of clogging up all that area. So I decided that it needed to be opened up, and that is the end result. It's not perfect by any means, obviously, but it's doing its job, and I think it gives a good visual appearance now from many different angles where I can see the trains passing. Like that. So that really has been successful as far as I'm concerned anyway, for opening that area up. And of course what it does do, it will allow me to show more of the lake down here when it's done. That's really opened it up now, so the lake will be much more visible and will look more like a lake rather than a pond, which I think it would have done previously. If you notice, I've placed the old jetty which I had on the previous layout there, so that people from the manor house can come out and go into a canoe or a boat and do a spot of fishing should they wish to. Angling tickets are available at the manor house upon the reception area. So that was already on my previous layout, and I had quite a few comments from people saying, oh, that could do with the jetty coming out. Well, little did you know, I already had that planned, and that's it there. I've just got to make a slight modification to it. so there's access for people at the end here to get into a boat, but that should take 2 minutes to do that. But that's it, roughly in position. Not quite in position yet, but that's roughly where it's going to go. So what else? And that's about it as far as I'm concerned as regards this. All I want to do on this video is to do a couple of shots. You can see my cube camera sitting there. I want to try and do a few shots using that plus the camera I'm using at the moment and maybe the iPhone, just to get some shots in again. Now this is all in position, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I think that's about it for now. Enough of my waffling, you get the idea. So the next stage really is to weather that suspension bridge and then start sealing the baseboard ready for the pouring of the resin. So not too far off on that section. Okay, so we'll let the camera speak for itself and we'll see what the shots look like. Okay, so bye for now. Bye.